Tonight on Tom's River Schools Today, we will take a look at how some goats are helping recycling old Christmas trees.
And as always, we have a look at some events from around the district. Tom's River Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
When your day is long and the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go, 'cause everybody cries.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hello, and welcome to Tom's River Schools Today for Monday, January the 4th. I'm Megan Costello.
And I'm Susie Keating. Later on tonight, we will see how one man's selfless act is making a buzz around the country.
But up first tonight, we take a look at our elementary schools in our Elementary Happening segment.
Starting off our elementary happenings, please bring your food for donation to West Dover for the food drive Friday. Your help can go a long way.
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Brian Martinez with TV21's Random Fact of the Day. Did you know the earliest known beverage coaster was discovered in the ruins of Pompeii?
It's now time to take a trip around the world in our 60-second road trip. Can you guess where we are today?
It's now time for us to take a look at dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word is uxorial, meaning of, relating to, or characteristic of a wife. And now for today's sentence. He watered the plants, cleared the aspen leaves and debris from the rock garden, and cut the lawn without any uxorial prompting.
And now we are going to take a short break. But coming up, we take a look at our intermediate happenings.
And we also take a look at your weather, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Hello? Ken, I'm busy right now.
That's the way we get by, the way we get by. All that's the way we get by, the way we get by. That's the way we get by, the way we get by, the way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. We found a new kind of dance in a magazine. Try it out, it's like nothing you ever seen. Your sweet talk like a cop, you know it. You bought a new bag of pots, so let's make a new start. And that's the way to my heart, the way to my heart. That's the way we... And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Welcome back. Starting off our intermediate happenings, at Intermediate South, it's Seminole Spirit Day every Friday. Don't forget to wear your Seminole colors. Spirit wear is on sale in the school store.
All students are reminded if they would like to see any sporting event at Intermediate South, you must go home first, then return at game time with an adult.
It is now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day we will bring a tip that will help save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip.
I'm Greg Napolitano for TV 21 Environmental Tip of the Day. Use pesticides safely, whether at home or in the field, always following the instructions on the can or container.
Every day on this show, we will be bringing you a tip of the day. So stay tuned for tomorrow as we give another way to help save the environment.
They're the leftovers of the holidays, the Christmas trees. Many people toss them in the trash or cart them to recycling centers, but there's one other option. Vanessa Pang found that eco and animal friendly.
They're in their winter garb, ready to recycle Christmas.
There's this surplus of variety just waiting out there, and that's Christmas trees.
When it's warmer, these goats usually clear out overgrown fields.
In the summer, we use our goats on customers' properties to deal with unwanted vegetation, weeds, and brush, but in the winter, there's not much of that happening, and the goats don't have a lot of variety in their diets.
So after the holidays, they'll gladly eat your Christmas leftovers.
You have to get rid of your Christmas tree anyway.
Without the tinsel and ornaments.
One, it gives the goats some variety, and two, Christmas trees actually have tannins in them that help the goats deal with internal parasites that they're susceptible to.
The hard workers of goat rental service Goats on the Go will eat your tree for free while you watch. All they ask is if you can, give to Kid for a Kid. The organization donates kids or baby goats to needy Haitian children.
Make that last kind of usually joyless event of the Christmas season kind of more fun, and watch the goats in action and give to a good cause.
Daring River Rescue, a selfless act by Stephen Peterson, has created a national buzz. Fox 21's Lena Takada has the story.
Peterson was driving home from his friend's house when he saw something bobbing up and down in the frozen river. Wondering what it was, he turned his car around to go inspect what could be in the water.
I look closely and I can see these arms struggling to stay above the water.
He saw right away that it was a deer. He thought about calling 911, but knew that the deer didn't have much time.
It's in rough shape. It had icicles all over its face, and it looks like it had been there for a while.
So he pushed the log out toward the deer and got on his hands and knees and started crawling to the animal, which was moving frantically, trying to get out of the river.
I made my way across the ice. The ice got thinner and thinner to the point where I could see the water below it.
He finally reached the deer, put a trailer strap around its head and front leg, and pulled. It was a struggle, but the deer was finally out of the water. Then he took the straps off of it. That's when he decided to give it a name, Miss Ice River.
I was completely drenched, soaking wet, freezing cold.
The deer lay limp, too weak to stand up. Peterson waited with the deer for another hour, making sure it was okay.
After I felt that this deer was okay and no longer in a near-death situation, I said my farewell to the deer and made my way back to my truck.
When Peterson decided to record himself rescuing the deer, he had no idea that the video would go viral.
You know, I know there would be people saying that you took such a risk and it was dangerous, and I knew that.
But it was a risk he was willing to take, and he is glad that he did.
I would have just ignored it, dismissed it. It would have eaten at me, and I would have just felt a sense of guilt. I would have kept thinking this for years to come, that I should have rescued this deer.
Miss Ice River got a second chance to live, and has Peterson to thank for that. Peterson says he was a teacher at the Michigan School for the Deaf, and the problem-solving skills he acquired as a woodshop teacher there helped him rescue the deer. In the studio, I'm Lena Takada, KQDS, Fox 21.
It is now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at your high school happenings.
Toms River Schools Today. We'll be right back.
It was the wicked and wild wind blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't.
Hi, do you have ID? Yep. Oh, okay, thanks.
Your share.
Hi, do you have ID?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you can't be in the building without ID. I need
Alright.
to...
It's okay.
Excuse me. Yes, security, please. There's a young man in the building without ID, and he's running away from my post here at ball duty.
Juniors and seniors of the Toms River Schools, the Pine Belt Auto Group wants you to win
A new car!
High School North recently held their own kickoff for the Driven to Excellence program.
Okay, our main reason for coming today is for a program that will encompass every junior and senior student in the Toms River Regional School System. It is called the Driven to Excellence program. And what this is a program that's supposed to promote positive changes in our school, positive changes in you individually as a student.
In school, we're trying to teach our students to be able to think for themselves and to make the best decision. Well, this program fits that perfectly, because what we hope is that the Driven to Excellence program convinces that our young men and women to make the better decision when they have the choice. And by making those better decisions, they'll be noticed by their teachers and then nominated for an opportunity to win a 2016 Chevy Spark donated by the Pine Belt Auto Group.
So what will happen is this: for the remainder of the year, each month your teachers will be given tickets for every section of either juniors or seniors that they have. They will choose the student for that month who displays one of a few characteristics. either that they have made great improvements either behaviorally or socially and emotionally or academically, or they do great things for other people, they do great things for the school, okay? And this is a way that every student can be a part of this. It's not the #1 student in the class, it's not the National Honor Society, it can be, but every student has an opportunity to be able to do this. So your teachers are watching.
We will do one school-wide drawing each month. Today we just did October and November.
Okay, and the first person is Dan Mercandante.
In June, there will be one drawing for all of the students who are chosen from High School North, High School East, and High School South. 6 students will be chosen, and one of those students will win the car.
Well, I'm sitting in the car this morning because I got chosen out of the tickets out of a whole bunch of kids in our school, and I got chosen, and I could have a chance to win this car. I think this is important because this basically helps us learn how to treat other people and how we should be nice to other people and how we shouldn't treat people unfairly.
So remember, juniors and seniors, your best efforts are your key to winning.
Every day is so wonderful, and suddenly it's hard to breathe. Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say.
Starting off our high school happenings, attention students and staff. The school store is now open to serve you. We are stocked with all your Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo, Snapple, and water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon. It's time to get Raiderized.
Attention seniors, is your college coming to visit? Please stop by the guidance office to see the list of college visits and when their representative will be coming to High School East. The Spanish National Honor Society will be selling birthday grams for $5. You will get a balloon, a card, a lollipop, and will be wished a very happy birthday on the morning announcements. See Mrs. Micah in S22 for order forms and questions.
Attention all of our wonderful East students. We are looking for leaders with problem-solving communication skills to work with our teachers and parents to improve high school outcomes related to student attendance, behavior, and overall school climate. We are holding individual committee meetings at the end of this month and would love to have you involved. Interested? Check out the flyer in your teacher's classroom or stop in the main office for further details.
Switching to High School North. Every Wednesday is Green Day at North. Remember to wear green to help get the word out about the need for recycling and energy conservation.
Now let's take a look at what grinds our gears.
Hey, was my finger in the...
Hi, I'm Jessica Werbicki, and what really grinds my gears is when people drive under the speed limit.
It is now time for us to take a short break. After the break, we take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Tom's River Schools today. We'll be right back.
die. But I've never touched nothing that my spirit could kill. You know, I've seen a lot of people walking around with tombstones in their eyes.
Ron, you can't drive.
Debbie, I only had 12. Seems to be the problem, Ossifer. Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Let's now take a look at our 3-day forecast. Coming up tomorrow, it will be sunny with a high of 36 and a low of 21. For Wednesday, the sun sticks around with a high of 45 and a low of 28. And for Thursday, the air stays with a high of 46 and a low of 34. In weather news, dairy farmers in West Texas say they took a big hit during last week's deadly round of severe storms. More than half of the state's biggest milk-producing farms were in the path of the storm. Farmers lost thousands of cows that may put a strain on the state's future milk supply.
It's been a few days since Winter Storm Goliath hit, and dairy farmers are starting to see the aftermath.
Of course, we can't predict an act of God like we had the last couple days, but they do their best.
The blizzard causing many cows to become injured or killed as they stepped over one another while being trapped in pens and behind windbreaks.
Roughly day to day and a half period for all producers that could not get to the milk barn with the cows, were not able to milk the cows. So we've had a real large economic loss to producers, and then a lot of health issues with a lot of animals.
According to the Texas Association of Dairymen, 5 out of the 10 counties that produce dairy in the state were affected.
There's no way around having a decrease in production, and then of course that will usually in some amount it will increase your cost to the consumer a little bit of the shortage product.
Executive Director Darren Turley says it could take a while for dairy production to get back to normal.
For most animals that go through something like this, they won't produce where they were at before. It'll take another year and start producing again to get back to where their normal production is.
But experts at AgriLife say since this is only the beginning of winter, there's still time for dairy farmers to adapt and prepare for the next storm.
We've been adapting for hundreds of years, raising cattle and raising animals and food in this neck of the woods. All they're going to do is adapt, figure out how they can get better, how they can ensure that their operation is more profitable and safe and healthy through the next storm to come.
Wrapping up tonight's show, a university in Michigan has released its annual list of banished words. The school says words or phrases are included on the list because they're overused, misused, or just in bad taste. Blake Rosnowski reports.
It's fun to, see the list of words and see if they agree or disagree, or see if they think that, oh yeah, that's something that's been bothering me a lot too. I hear that and it just drives me nuts.
Lake Superior State University released its 2016 list of banned words. Top contenders included vape, break the internet, and conversation.
You get tired of the same repeated words that you hear on TV or just in the media in general, and so this is our way of saying we're done with those words and you can't use them anymore.
Lake State alum Scott Shackleton's first submission ever made this year's list. He was one of many to submit the word so when it's used at the beginning of a sentence.
It's one of those words that has no meaning the way it's being misused, and gosh, I just hope it stops.
The university started banning words back in 1976, and since then they've received thousands of submissions each year from the U.S. and across the world.
Every year I think, well, maybe people aren't going to be as interested in this as they are, and they really are. everybody has something about the language, a word or a phrase that drives them crazy.
It's a tradition LSSU is proud of and plans to continue.
We're all about tradition up here. It just gives us something to hold on to and some tradition to keep moving forward with. So I think it'll be here for years to come.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it to Interschool Mail through the TV studio at Toms River High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune in to TV21 throughout the day to catch this show as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show. From Toms River Schools Today, I'm Susie Keating.
And I'm Megan Costello. Have a great night.
When I